Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Glitch Pokemon Yellow. In this part, we're going to obtain Mew. As you can see here, I have not beaten Misty yet. But I did beat Brock in between this part and last part, and I wanted to originally show off Glitch, but I realize now that it's not practical in Pokemon Yellow, and I might show it in Red and Blue. We'll see. As you can see here, I already went up to Bill's, and that allows you to go past that cop there, and I also got an Abra south of this route, like above the daycare center and the grass that's there. We're gonna go up here. Already cleared the bridge, as you can see. We're gonna head on over here. There's a trainer in this grass over here that I have not beaten yet. It's really important because he is also a long-range trainer, which we're gonna use to get Mew. And as I said, Abra is really important because you need to be able to teleport away. You can't use an escape rope since we're not in like a forest or a cave or anything like that. We'll head back to the last Pokemon Center we were at. I also recommend getting a lot of Pokeballs because we are going to try and catch Mew, and its catch rate's relatively low. We're going to head onto the route that Bill's house is on, and there's a particular trainer that you need to make sure you have not fought yet. I'm going to show that here in a minute. Is the trainer right here. I'm going to look at him here. And as I said in the last part, I don't want to walk directly to the right here because otherwise I'll be right in front of him and the game will freeze. So I'm going to walk at least one space away, which is the safe distance. You at least want the trainer to be able to walk up to, and you'll be fine. This trainer has a Slowpoke. That's really important because this Slowpoke has a special stat of 21, which is the special stat you need for Mew, which is really handy when you think about it. I'm going to paralyze it because I want to have the advantage here, because if you're not careful and you have like a lower level Pikachu, it can actually be kind of hard, but it typically with the paralysis it kind of helps out. So again, we are going to growl 6 times, so make sure you lower the attack stat 6 times. That'll give you a level 1 Mew, and Mew, like Nidoking, because that's a special case. I know I said in the last part that you typically Pokemon that are in the 3-line evolution, if you will, so like a starter, for example, where it's like Squirtle, Oratorial, Blastoise, those are the ones that can be used to level up to level 100. Mew fits in that category, interestingly enough. This time, Slowpoke's kicking my butt here. Need to growl 2 more times. Oh, I became confused. It's a pain in the butt. Alright, we're gonna switch out to Nidoking. Yeah, this fight can be really, really annoying if you do not have a high level Pikachu, like a higher level Pikachu. Mine's like right in the middle ground where it's just enough. Pikachu's might faint here, but that's okay. We just need to get one more growl off. Oh, there goes Pikachu. I did a test run of this, and it actually didn't go well because I didn't even catch Mew. And I'll explain that in a minute why that happened, but what was funny was this portion of the glitch was really easy. I had no trouble at all, but this time it was really difficult. Kind of annoying. But anyway, so our start menu will work now. I didn't mention earlier that it wasn't working, but now it should, but there's no reason to worry about that because we're going to head back to the route of the long-range trainer. And as you can see here, it just randomly popped open on its own. Let's see what happens here. Oh, it's a Mew. Look at that. Unfortunately, I don't have Pikachu right now to paralyze it. I was hoping to paralyze it, make it a little bit easier to catch, but it should be okay. I am just going to use Leech Seed, which is why I recommend having Bulbasaur, so that way you can slowly whittle down its health, which is going to be helpful, hopefully. Like I said, in the practice run I did, it didn't even work. Yeah, and right now it's so hard to catch, I just completely missed the Pokemon. But I'm just going to keep throwing until hopefully I catch it, because it is kind of hard to get, honestly. What's unfortunate is Pikachu fainted. I do recommend like paralyzing it, it will help out. Wow, I'm still missing, that's crazy. Jeez. Usually by this point, with it being paralyzed, it would work. There we go. But I'm probably not going to catch it. Not until it gets in the red, at least. And that's if I'm lucky. Oh, well, I guess I'm lucky this time. As you can see here, we got Mew. And I suppose you can call it legitimate because, I mean... oh yeah. I forgot to show it at the beginning of the video, but I'll just show it here. No cheating device. I plan on showing that every video I do, just to prove that I'm not using any cheats at all, and it's just pure glitches, and this is stuff that you can look up online. Honestly, it's real. So just like the Nidoking, I forgot to show it off here. There's a couple of things I want to say, but I don't want to get too sidetracked here. But yeah, it's Mew. But as you can see there, it has that, honestly, arbitrary amount of experience. Like I said, you just want to make sure you get less than 55. So we're going to go do that right now. But on my way there, I'm going to explain something really important that I forgot to explain in the last part. It is really important to make sure you don't have 6 Pokemon in your party when you encounter Mew or that Nidoking or any other Pokemon that you're going to use to get to level 100. Because if it goes into the Pokebox, or the PC, and if you try and withdraw it, the game will freeze and crash, essentially, and you won't be able to do anything. So you want to make sure you have at least less than 6 Pokemon. That's pretty much it, really. There's nothing too serious about that, but it's kind of annoying because if you forget about that, your game will just freeze and you'll have to redo it. And usually that wouldn't happen for the Nidoking because, you know, by that point in the game most people don't really have a full team, but in case you do, just watch out for that. But as you see here, Mew grows to level 100, which is quite nice. Bulbasaur. Too bad Pikachu fainted, but whatever. But yeah, now level 100. And it has that same number as the other ones. It's because they're, I believe it's called medium-slow categorization for like how they gain experience. There's different levels at what rate Pokemon gain experience, and apparently Mew fits into that. And any Pokemon that fits in that category can be used to catch that level 1 and then evolve, or not evolve, to level up to level 100. I don't know if there's other versions of that, but as far as I know, those are the Pokemon that can only do that. So to finish out this part, I neglected to do it last part, we're going to take on Misty with a highly overleveled Mew. I'm going to battle everyone here. Gonna partially speed through it. Bam. And I'll take this moment to explain a couple things that I'd like to explain. Mostly little, like, important things you should not do while you're doing a Let's Glitch. First, for starters, battle as little trainers as you can. You want to preserve as many trainers as you possibly can. It's going to be really useful later, and I can explain that why later as well. Pick up this Goldeen here. Your face, yeah. Are you ready, sweetie? I am quite ready. Not like you really need a Mew in this game for Misty, because you start with electric type. Still, it's just awesome. So easy. But bam, simple as that. There is one issue with this Mew, and that is it doesn't learn any moves now that it's level 100. Naturally, you could have it go to level 2 if you wanted by gaining more than 55 experience. I believe that's what's going to happen if it gains more than 55 experience. And you can have it level up normally. It learns a couple moves, like it can learn Metronome, I think at level 30, which isn't terrible. But I just recommend teaching it TMs because it can actually learn any TM in the game. But that brings me to the next thing I wanted to explain. It's really important not to use any TMs right now. You actually want to preserve all the TMs that you can get, because you can use them later in the game, and if you use them before you can get to a certain point in the game, you won't be able to get them back without doing something really complex, and it just saves you a lot of time to hold on to them. So I highly recommend not using any TMs, don't battle any extra trainers, just battle the certain ones you need, and don't battle like the trainers I point out, like the long range trainer for example up here. I'll show it off again. Those are trainers you want to preserve. Obviously once you battle somebody like that kid with the Slowpoke, clearly he won't be available anymore, but like long range trainers you always want to keep. So if you ever accidentally battle them, or like you mess up the glitch, it's really important to not save after that, but there are other long range trainers you can use, and I'll show those off later too. But for now, that's going to be all. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.